Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now.
Well, if you're looking for a showstopper, I think we need to look...
And the shot! Stojkovic. Now it's Zico. Nicely weighted ball. Rafael Varane. And it's Pirlo. And he's been shifted off it. That's really well manoeuvred. That's destined for the flank. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Knocks it into space. Now it's Cruyff. And it's Kaká.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Kaká was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Hazard finding himself in space. Kaká! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Kaká actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well, that looks a decent ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Maldini. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Zico, a header! Zico! The man is a genius of his generation. A finish right from the top draw. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Messi, oh, decent chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And he should have made them pay.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Tries to play it through, thinks, shoots! Oh, good finish! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay onside, Peter. That was really clever.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And he has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Yaya Toure. Manchester United have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Schneider. Cruyff.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
Pirlo. Kaká. Cruyff. Short changes him with that pass. Baresi. Pirlo. Maldini. Passing is crisp and sharp. Romario. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Raphael Varane. Pirlo. Now Yaya Touré. Played into space. That has been cut short. Maldini. And it's Pirlo. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Hazard.
There they go, hunting again.
And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And no, that was never going to make it. Maldini. And it's Kaká. And here's Romario. And here's Hazard. And Romario! Incoming delivery. Thuram with the clearance. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So your views on the first half?
Manchester United clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Manchester United firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. Away we go again. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pirlo. Maldini. Great vision. Cruyff! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And this is Cruyff. Pirlo. Kaká. Schneider can so cleverly bypass the press. Rummenigge, big chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Stojkovic. And that has left him in a heap. He can run onto that. He's shifting through the gears here. Now then, the ball's come loose. And he shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And here's Romario. And that is a little undercooked. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Messi clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Santos are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Romario was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Hazard. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold... It's Zico!
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 22.
Now it's Ronaldinho.
Camisa 19.
Good ball, good take.
Fechando o campo.
And the shots! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
And it didn't take him long. Takes a shot! Neymar. Ronaldinho. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. And this is Figo. Pirlo. And it's Yaya Toure. Bale. And they win it back again. Pelé! And he should have made it 4.
Manchester United really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Can he get on the end of this? And he's quick to get rid. And reclaimed it in a trice. The ball has bounced loose now. And that pass just didn't quite work. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. Now it's Pelé.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Shot at goal! And that's a sharp finish. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Manchester United are having a ball here. Tries to pass it through. Great, he's had a shot! And a neat finish. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Neymar.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Pirlo. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other, quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Ronaldinho claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.